Have you guys seen the latest Reforged news? We have a few stills, a few pictures, courtesy of Marlamin Twitter account. Well, courtesy of Blizzard, of course. Blizzard uploaded it seems like a beta version of Warcraft Reforged to the launcher, but it's encrypted, but a few things can be seen. And this is it. So this appears to be the opening screen. There's a few things we can see here. Let's talk about everything separately. So we can see a peon icon here in the bottom right. We can see the banner and the graphics. I think the banner and the graphics looks pretty cool, if a little neutral. We don't see any of the main actors of Warcraft, but it is kind of a battleground with infernal stones falling. I think it's pretty. It looks more reminiscent of Reign of Chaos and a little bit less Frozen Throne, which I think is nice. We haven't seen a whole lot of Reign of Chaos color scheme in the menu. The original was, of course, is more nostalgic to us. The Reign of Chaos screen, that is. Maybe better as well, but that's a matter of taste. I do like it. As for the menu, it feels weird to me that it's on the left. To me, that feels like change for the sake of change. The current menu for TFT and Reign of Chaos are on the right, over here. Now it's on the left. Not only is it on the left, but it's also smaller. We do see the chains here, but it's not an overall color scheme and design scheme. We don't see these chains coming back anywhere. Now, we don't know if this is a final look yet or not. But the buttons look, rather plain. This wooden board doesn't really fit in with the background, and the chains don't have themselves coming back anywhere. In fact, this metal and wood looks different than this metal. And while different doesn't necessarily mean bad, it does feel like a general sense of lacking cohesion. Now, change for the sake of change, putting the menu on the left instead of on the right, I don't think that's necessarily good. I think if you have a good reason, you change it. If not, in the Reforged, keep it to the same side. I can't think of why maybe they put it here if this is the banner that they wanted to use. Because this banner is on the right. They didn't want to cover it with the menu. But it seems to me like the picture should be an addition to the menu, not the menu an addition to the picture. Yeah, the buttons look rather plain. Now let's talk about the logo. The logo is cool, of course. It's a mixture of TFT and Reign of Chaos. You can put that logo anywhere. And then you have the buttons. What do they actually say? Well, before we had, and I'll show this to you, single player, BattleNet, local area network, options, credits, and quit. Single player is self-evident. When you click it, you can either custom game, you can replay, or you can play campaign, or load campaign, or load custom game. Those are the 5 options that you have here. Right? So those are the 5 embedded in single player. When we look at this one, campaign is its own button, which leads me to believe that single player games against the AI will be an online experience, or it will be embedded under Versus, but you don't have to go online for it. It's either one of those. So single player, this is only campaign. Sorry, there we go. This is only campaign, and Versus is going to include AI. So we may have that more online always experience. Custom seems to me to represent the custom games, the arcade, the Dodas, the Tower Defense, the Castlevania, and so on. It says custom, not custom game. I don't think that's super descriptive. We used to be calling this custom game, and it was embedded within the multiplayer menu. And then there's replay. I'm assuming we are online right now in this menu because we can see War 3 General here. So this is the online page. Whereas, of course, the online page for the current Battle.net looks very different. And in my opinion, far superior. Not just because of nostalgia. And again, I say only change if you make it better. This is the current page. And when you enter chat, we can see that chat is about 50% of the surface area of the screen. Let's say 40%, but it's very prominent. And here you see all the people in the channel, and you can scroll up and down when there's more people. So you have a very social experience. Even though I'm alone in this channel, it already feels more happening. It's talking about other people online here. Someone will join momentarily, maybe. Whereas in this one, if this is our new online experience, it feels busier because we have this big banner. And it also feels more desolate, which means abandoned. If I have any friends, they're going to be hidden somewhere here in the atrocious StarCraft 2 and Heroes of the Storm style. This feels lonely. All my friends are hidden here, which is about maybe 5% of the screen, instead of my friends being here and here. And I can see, okay, there's people maybe here. I have friends over here. Big screen, big names. The StarCraft social system was for me a big failure. StarCraft 2 always felt very lonely, and Heroes copied their system, felt lonely as well. So if this, I lobbied hard for a maintenance of the current chat screen, this one. Hey guys, this feels very social, doesn't it? I lobbied hard for this, but if this is true, the image, then I and others that lobbied for that lost that fight. So this feels super bad. And like in that system, you can get a pop-up chat window here that you can make bigger and smaller, and it's like all windows within windows within windows, and whispers from friends take the same place as channels. Previous Battle.net chat, or the current one, looks awesome. And then you have collection, which shows that, as we know, Reforged premium purchase, the one that costs $10 more, 40 instead of 30. It's going to have skins for heroes. We don't know if they're going to do anything else, either for free or earned reward for ladder or purchase. Be that as it may, either you care about it or you don't. If you don't care, you don't use it. If you do, this is a fun place to check it out, I guess. So that's what collection would indicate. Now in Warcraft 3, you cannot watch replays online together with other people. In StarCraft, you can. So if this new replay functionality allows for communal and social replay watching, that would be a great thing. Now this is the Twitter account I saw it from, @Marlamin. And here's the second image we can look at, and it's right here. So the second image seems to be the versus expanded. So when you click on versus, you come here. As we can see, it's still the same chat window. Here we can press back or escape. We have the same peon here, which seems to be your profile picture. Again, that's quite a big difference from here. You have your profile picture next to your level, next to your name. And when you go to it, you get to see the Shadow Hunter. Do you see that Shadow Hunter anywhere else? Yeah, here with a different picture. So this Shadow Hunter is different, right? Whereas here, this is your logo. Maybe this is where you click, but it doesn't have your name. There's a lot of space on the screen, but it's not being used. Somehow I feel like this is their first working beta launcher game window thing. And this may not be the final version. Same for this. This may just be something that they have ready now to serve you well for now until they get their new system. So I'm not too worried about this if a lot of people don't like this, and I'm not too worried about this per se, but I am worried about chat, because to me this feels like the new chat has been accepted. The StarCraft chat has been accepted by the powers that be, and that's not very good. But I do think it's a first rendition. Can you link it, Eat Bacon Daily? Let me permit you all the leaked images and we can look at it together. Now let's analyze this versus screen. So this is human, orc, undead, night elf, and random. But it doesn't say orc in letters. Human, undead, night elf, and random, which is not very friendly to people that don't immediately recognize the logos. So not a big fan of not having those. Again, there's loads of space on the screen. If you look at the play game window here, it says your race here. I like this drop down. You could always change it and be like, okay, orc, human, undead, night elf here. But note how the play screen covers the entire screen. I think that's fine. Like, you're making use of space, your vetoes are here, you choose your mode. It could be like 1-on-1, 2-on-2, 3-on-3, orc, undead. But at least they should probably list the names. So there is a little scroll parchment here. This is probably your map vetoes. Again, some UI designers, they like clean UI, but they don't think like a player. And this is a tiny button, again without text, that doesn't say map vetoes. So you just have to think, maybe this scroll is something I should click. Whereas in this one, you don't need to think. All the maps are laid out for you. And it's really good when it's accessible and friendly to beginners. You don't have to be minimalist when there's no lack of space. I understand minimalism when you're playing on mobile. We're not playing on mobile. So Armor Merchant said, "You are never happy, stop crying." I'm actually happy most of the time, though there's always things that can change your mood a bit, and happy and sadness is part of life. It's silly to say someone is never happy or never sad. And then you said stop crying. I'm not. It seems that you are allergic to criticism even when directed at someone else. And I don't know your motives, actually. But you are wrong. And if you want to come up with arguments why you disagree, that's always very welcome. Though I'm not currently reading chat. I'm giving my opinion, which I'm allowed to do on my channel. But if you're going to keep trolling like that, you're not welcome here. Just have the maturity to state your criticism in a constructive way. Just like I'm doing, by the way. And what we can also see here is that, who am I talking to? Armor Merchant, the crybaby in chat. Game mode 1-on-1, 2-on-2, 3-on-3, 4-on-4. This is at least clear because it's using lettering and not just logos like the map vetoes and the races. So I do like the game mode, even if the buttons could maybe look a little better. Thank you, Enjoyer. You're breathtaking. Breath-talking. For this one, only 2 races are available. I don't know if that's what's in store for us, if and when the beta hits. Can we just play 2 races? Is the rest not done yet? We remember that at BlizzCon 2018, there was most art progress on orc and human. And now them still showing this would indicate that maybe something on the other races isn't done yet. Now I have a link from Mina that has more pictures. I will move to that momentarily. Are you attending BlizzCon this year? Yes, Paddy, I am. More about that later. So probably when you click these races, the logo on the right side changes as well. And if they would say like human here or maybe here, that would complete it a little bit more. Okay, now let's go to the next picture. Apparently this is also a picture for Reforged. I don't know how, I don't know what. I was just gifted this album by someone in chat. Here's the orc, which I still think looks incredible. Including the pauldrons, the armor, the posture and so on. One of their best art, in my opinion. This seems to be an elf, an elven archer, if I'm not mistaken. The footman, still with very large pauldrons. And the imagery on this looks like in-game model, not just like an in-game model, not concept art. Because when you look at the blockiness of the gate, this is Stormwind Keep, or the blockiness of the gate, this looks like an in-game model. So this is how it will look like, the real unit in the real game, if you zoom in. Look at that small sword handle. It is a little small compared to the sword. Friend. Yo, thanks for the subs, guys. Obsolescence. Taxamikit, thank you. Am I still playing Nof later tonight? Here's another elf with purple hair. Can make it a little bigger, I guess.
Greetings, friend.
Nice six-pack. Priestess of the Bottom.
Greetings, friend.
This looks like concept art. The Third War, Reign of Chaos. The Third War, the Frozen Throne.
Greetings, friend.
Oh look, Human Campaign, The Scourge of Lordaeron, with Uther's Heroes of the Storm portrait, looks like to me. Or maybe it's from WoW. The same UI, back escape at the bottom left, with your social system at the bottom right, minimalistically. And what is this? Oh wow. All the icons of new things.
I thank you.
Tyrant looks too good for a glorified archer, Grubby P.
Are you in love with her? So here's that peon we saw on the bigger picture. A plague treant. Is this the new mana potion, healing potion? Small healing potion, greater healing potion, small mana, big mana. This is maybe possession. Polymorph? The piggy? Pig farm. Pig farm. Pocket factory. Phase shift from the fairy dragon. Warlock. Neolite. Acolyte. Warlock apprentice. That's for the campaign. Orb of fire. Orb of frost. Orb of darkness. Orb of lightning. This is orb of slowness. Orb of slowness. Neutral mana shield. Oh, this is the Naga mana shield. Mana shield off. Mana shield on. Naga weapon. Naga weapon upgrade. Guys, Naga confirmed. The album you're seeing now is this from Eat Bacon Daily when he got purged. Here's another I got in a PM from someone who didn't want to get purged, called Abeninsky. Okay. Oh. That's cool. We'll switch to this one. Well, we'll finish the one we're looking at. A lot of icons here. Does this look a little bit like me? Look at this one. That's me with blue eyes and beard. I don't mean this frog, okay? I mean the one next to it. I see that. I see myself. The frog left from it. Here's improved spiked barricades, bear. Oh, okay. These all look quite similar. They look like upgraded versions of what we already have. Level 2 archer attack upgrade, level 2 bear upgrade. Inner fire autocast. Interesting. What is this? Unload peon, load peon. Oh, this is the burrow icons. Stand down, battle stations. Load dwarf? You can load dwarfs. Here we have frost armor. Green dragon whelp.
Greetings,
Just a lot of
friend.
cool new icons. I'll just pause on each for a few seconds in case you are watching on YouTube. You can pause the video and see them all. Almost all. These are some of the main heroes, I think. Sylvanas looks 15 years old. She has such a baby fat face. She looks like she's 15. Okay. Illidan looks stupid. Where's Illidan? He looks a little stupid. Female Arthas? What? Where? Oh. Well, Arthas was always a little effeminate when he was younger. He had the long blonde hair. It's kind of like episode 1 Jaime Lannister from Lord of the Rings. Jaina looks surprisingly much like the original Jaina, if you see. And less like some others. He was not so feminine. Here's Malfurion and Tyrande. Tyrande looks younger as well.
Greetings, friend.
Arthas looks like Kael'thas. Yeah. I don't know. To be honest, he looks pretty masculine except for the lips and the hair maybe. The lips look a little soft because of the shine. Like he has lip gloss. But if you look at the set of the nose, the eyes, the eyebrows, the forehead, it looks pretty masculine. Here we have Rexar the Beastmaster wearing a Batman mask. This is the ghoul. This is some kind of atrocious spider creature.
Liberate Hong Kong, the revolution.
No politics. Peon, peasant, acolyte. Here's the Pandaren Brewmaster. Goblin Tinker. Ogres. Headhunter. This is a Grunt. Footman, Rifleman, Sorceress, Griffin, Archmage? Torrent Spiritwalker? I don't know what that is. Is this a Batrider wearing the helmet? Maybe this is the Troll Berserker after upgrade. That's super cool. Banshee, Frostworm, Dreadlord. I don't know what that is, or this. Or this. A lot of new extra icons. Female Death Knight. Oh. Oh, yeah, that's true. That's pretty cool. You can post link, follow Sarah. You are a subscriber. You're exempt. Oh, look. Here is... Here is a... Let's see. Options. Gameplay. Enhanced tooltips. Subgroup order modifier key. Enable formation movement toggle. I'm gonna do a little bit of music since we cannot have Warcraft OST because it still doesn't work when you're tapped out. Let's see. Enable formation, movement toggle, show unit life bars damaged, always or never. Locale, to do? Todo? Is that a country? Reduced violence. Some people are gonna get triggered over that. You don't have to press it. Its existence doesn't change your life. Come on. HD content, automatically save replays, show numbers for cooldowns. Okay, this functionality was added in Heroes. Oh, to do, it's like TBA. Okay. The procrastinating country of to do. Yeah, show numbers for cooldowns is something they added to Heroes of the Storm. I like the option. I think options are good. Use special hero status bars. Show hero level. Huh. Not 100% sure what that is. Maybe whether you're stunned or not will show, just like in MOBAs, like in HOTS. And then team colored life bars. And here's that screen again. And here's that screen again. Okay, let's move to the next album. Thank you for bringing these albums to my attention, guys. This is uploaded 2 hours ago, apparently. The login for Warcraft. Quit options. Very batonnet looking flat login screen superimposed over the old Warcraft screen. Grubby finally giving us the Reforged news we've been asking him about every day for the past year. Every hour. Yeah, I hope this is a placeholder too. I mean, they could make it look a little bit more seamless. It's probably not final. It's just a beta, guys. It's not even the beta yet. Gamma, dark light. Full screen. VSync or no. By the way, Warcraft felt really bad with VSync. It's the first thing I do when I start a tournament PC, turn it off. Okay.
I thank you.
There is a Russian forum that has a link to the beta and has a guide how to install.
Man, those Russians are so smart. Sound effects, music volume, ambient sound, unit response movement, subtitles, window focus. Most of all this is the same. I don't know what window focus is in terms of sound. I'm hoping it allows you to, if you tick it off, music continues all the time, whether you tab out or not. And when you say window focus, it's only music on when you're tapped in. Scrolling. Confine mouse cursor for windowed mode. Preset keybind is classic. So I think what this is going to show is classic, which is what we are using now. Grid, maybe. Grid. We've seen this, and this, and this. Hey, look. When you hover over the scroll, map preferences, map veto 0 out of 0, Turnistan LV, Twisted Meadows, Echo Isles, Turtle Rock. Map preferences. So before you hardcore veto something away, but now you have just map preferences. I wonder if it means that they would force you to occasionally play maps you thumb down. But that's just theory crafting at the moment. Select 0 maps to exclude from your map pool. Okay, they say map preferences, but it does actually seem to mean that it's a hardcore veto. At the moment they only seeded 4 maps into it with no vetoes, But probably in the future there'll be 7 or 9 maps with 3 to 5 vetoes. Okay, this looks pretty good, I must say. Here the chains feel more at home, and the minimap is nice and big. Bigger than in the current Warcraft. Got the little blurb. Could probably be slightly bigger. Aren't you overthinking it? Overthinking is all we can do right now, 5HT1.
Greetings, friend.
It's fun. Yeah, there was always a blurb of text when you click on the map. Call Venom, look. It's the same one. But you'll notice the map is bigger on this screen. So that's a plus. Most things were made smaller, but now it's bigger. Replays. As you can see, you're still online. So this is the first confirmation that I have that replays can now be watched online together, which is great. You'll notice the watch button is not centered, and I think this, if anything, is proof that none of this is final yet, be it for the beta. Like when the beta finally release, it may not look like this, or it may, but when the game finally release, I'm sure it won't look like that. No, it's because it's 3D. Yeah, maybe, but even if it is 3D, the underlying coloring is gone. Like normally there would be underlying coloring, it would be 3D, you press it, it centers, but there would at least be something here, not all black. So this is clearly an unfinished screen. This text looks pretty bad too. Unknown looks fine, last replay looks fine, but this whole date thing with the @ looks kind of weak. This replay is from an older version. This isn't centered either. Is this 3D too? Okay, that's cool. Let me see if there was another album sent to me. Okay, cool. That's the leaks for now.